Craig Hennis and Steve Silverio. And Steve, how do we start our programs?
Just do the deal!
And we are back. Woo! At the all-new Devon Nissan at 459 West Lancaster Avenue, Route 30 in Devon. And Steve, wow, wow, wow. March at the all-new Devon Nissan, by talking to you and your staff today, exceeded, blew away all of your expectations.
I want to thank everybody out there for making a record March for us here at Devon Nissan. And I've got to thank you, the people, Greg, you and your team that brought them here, you people out there that responded, people from Delaware, Camden, where my favorite, Lehigh Valley.
Lehigh Valley.
Lehigh Valley, Trenton, Atlantic City, all around the area. People drove 50 miles, 75 miles, Lancaster, Scranton, Harrisburg. People came in from all over because of the half-hour show that we're doing and the benefits of helping you get approved when nobody else in those markets could do it. Getting you into the car you like, trade amnesty, paying off your car no matter what we owe. We're going to continue on that path. I've been doing it for 6 years in this market. Again, over 11,000 cars we've sold in this market, not counting what we've been doing here for the last couple of years. We're going to continue on with the March, but we've got something this month that no Nissan dealer has tried in all Northeast.
This sounds good. It sounds real good.
I'm telling you what, don't touch that dial, because I'm telling you now, you got to sit around for this one and listen to this one. We're going to do it in 2 different languages, one being English that I sort of speak sometimes, and we're going to be doing it in Spanish for you Latinos that are out there in the marketplace. I want you to hear it in Spanish because I don't want you to miss nothing, all right, because we're inviting everybody in, all right? This is going to be huge.
Steve, I got to tell you, as you've often said, it's great to have a good month, but it's the car business, so you pat yourself on the back and then you move on.
Well, we had a 30-minute meeting this morning, went over probably a little bit over. You know, as you get older, you like to hear yourself talk a little bit more, so probably about 45 minutes to an hour. But we had the meeting. We congratulated everybody on the great month. We had a heck of the last 2 weeks due to your team, due to my team. The whole team chipped in, and we had a record 2 months. Alex and I were just talking about it this morning on the way into work. We were talking, and I said, we got to come back. I'm more excited now. I said, we got to do something crazy this month. So stay tuned. Don't touch that dial, because we're going to get right into it, and it's going to save you. If you're looking for a new car in the month of April, you can't help but to take a 20, 30-minute drive wherever you are, come to Devon Nissan, because you're going to save more money than you ever have to. And think about it. If you do the equity purchase plan, it's 3 years, so you only have to come in and purchase it once, and you don't have to come back for another 3 years. If it's a 72-month plan, guess what? 6 years, you don't have to come back. So stay tuned. It's going to be worth your drive. If I can save you thousands of dollars, drop those payments from what you're paying right now by $50, $80, $100 a month. Stay tuned. You're going to find out what it really means to save money on a car. We're going to have the number. I'm going to be a little braggadocious on this.
We like it. We like it.
We're going to be the #1 Nissan dealer in this general market.
Ooh, say it again.
We're #1. We're going to retail more Nissans because we're going to give you a price that you can't beat. And you're going to come here and you're going to say, I don't believe what you've done. So just stay tuned and you'll see what we're going to do.
Now, right over here, we're going to go over there a little bit later on in the program. Yeah. I just couldn't help but notice we have a wall full of what appear to be, are those invoices, Steve, or are they just Post-it notes from the manufacturer? What is that? Almost looks like an invoice.
Yeah, it's not really an invoice. What it is, it's exactly an accounting sheet of what most dealers charge you for the car. The right side, if you look at that, which you're welcome to when we have this, you're going to see the right side is what you pay. The left side is what I pay. And guess what?
What?
You're going to pay the left side what I pay. So don't be afraid. I don't care who you are out there or what you're going up against or what dealer you're looking at. You're going to pay what I pay. You're going to look at the left side of that and you're going to say, that's your price. That's your normal price in the marketplace, and there's going to be thousands of dollars difference between the two prices, and you're going to say, holy smokes.
Whoa.
So that dealers don't make no money on new cars. If you pay the right side and you folks are used to going in and you think you got a great deal, watch. Come on down here. I'm going to prove it to you in writing. We're going to sit with you, every new car customer. We're going to show you the right side and the left side. We're going to show you what you pay, what I pay, and then after you see what you pay or what I pay, you're going to say then, take the rebates off. And there's thousands of dollars this month in April already.
Whoa.
We just got notification today, thousands of dollars in rebates on these new cars, so you'll pay what I pay. And the only advantage that I don't have that you have is you're going to get a rebate that I don't get. So really, you're paying less than I pay.
Steve, let me just stop the program here, because I think you just said something you probably didn't want to say. You, number one, said we are about to start an off-the-wall invoice sale. Is that what you said, number one?
Absolutely. And off the wall, you pay what I pay. Off the wall event.
Number two, that means you pick the car, then you pick the payment, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You are going to pay what Steve pays, not a penny more. But then, Steve, where I kind of think you maybe said something you shouldn't have, maybe that's why we should stop the program here, is you said the rebates and incentives, the dealer's not keeping them, they're keeping them. Are you sure you meant that, Steve?
You come in, you sit down, you pick out a car outside, we walk you over to the wall, we pull up the identification number of the car you're looking at, stock number, however you want to identify the car. You walk up, you take the invoice off the wall, you bring it back to the desk, we'll explain to you, there's your price, here's my price, and we take off the rebates, and then your payments are based on that.
So you pay what Steve pays, not a penny more, plus you keep the rebates and incentives. Now, Steve, I got to tell you, this offer is absolutely fantastic. Talk about a great way to start off the month. Talk about something that you've got that nobody else has. This is absolutely, positively fantastic. Now, by the way, it's every brand new Nissan. Am I correct about this? All the brand new Nissans are on this program.
Every Nissan that I have in stock, and even if I don't have it in stock and I have to go get it for you, it takes me 24 hours to go pick up the car that you want if I have maybe the wrong color or my car doesn't have the exact radio you want, because it's hard to order every single car that they have in inventory. Whatever you want, you build your car, you bring it in. This is the car I want. I'll pull up, somebody's got it out there, I'll pull that invoice out. I'll show it to you, what I pay and what you pay. I'll show you what I write a check for, and I'll show you what you're going to write a check for, and your check's going to be less than mine because of the rebates. Yeah, baby, let's go. Off the wall invoice sale. You pay what I pay and not a penny more. Plus, you keep all rebates and all incentives. Remember, trade amnesty, credit amnesty. Everybody is somebody at the all-new Devon Nissan. You know me, Philly. Just do the deal.
There are a lot of people watching in the Delaware Valley that say, you know, I know that I prefer to go to a place where I feel comfortable, but I'm afraid because I've had some credit problems that a new car dealership cannot help me. Steve, what do you want to say to those people that think that they have to go to a pre-owned only dealership because they've had some credit problems?
Well, I was looking at this. I got a couple of friends of mine that have used car lots around town, okay, and I'm looking at the used car lots, and they're not backed by new car dealers whatsoever, and I'm looking at some of the credit that they said that they put out. They're putting people out at 20-something%, getting $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 down. These rates were astronomical. They were selling people 70, 80,000 mile cars for what I can do a car that was 2 years newer with 3 times less miles for the same money and get them financed with you know, and I say a real bank. I mean, you know, the banks that the used car dealers use, you know, I don't like to say they're not real banks because they are lending money, but they're lending money at such astronomical fees. And you poor folks out there think that that's where you have to go. And Alex and I were talking about it over the weekend. And it dawned on me after all these years of doing it. Alex said to me, he said, Steve, a lot of times these folks, they don't think they can get it done. They don't want to come in. They just feel, oh, I'm going to a new car dealer. There's no way. They'd rather be in a used car dealer with the guy has a trailer. He's got 30, 40 cars sitting there, and that's where you think you can get approved. I'm going to tell you something. Between the last 2 weeks, our average credit scores here, we're in the 4s.
4s?
In the 4s.
You're getting them done?
We're getting them done. They're driving out in Infinitis. They're driving out in Lexuses. They're driving out in used BMWs, Mercedes, used vehicles. And they said, Steve, I can't believe I'm driving out in a $25,000 car. I've currently had one repo. I'm 2 payments behind on the car that I'm driving. And all you asked for was $1,000 down. And I'm driving out with a $400-something a month payment. Are you kidding me? All right. I went to the used car dealer. He had me in 2011, 83,000 mile Ford Escape for $575.
Wow.
And I'm going, see the difference?
Big
and
difference.
It started to dawn on me. And when I had a conversation with Alex, I said, Alex, am I really hearing this straight? He goes, Steve, it's what they do. Don't be afraid. Come on down. Give me a shot. Just give me a shot. Come on in here. You're welcome to come down to my store. Again, your Beacon score, your FICO score, your score does not define who you are as a person. I don't care. I don't ask you what your score is. I don't care if your score is a 4 or 5 or 2 or 3. I don't. What I ask, are you working? Do you have a good job? Can you afford the payment? Go pick out a car. Let me get you out of your trade that you're in. I don't care how much you owe on it, and we're going to go to work and get you down the road in a car. Come give us a shot.
And ladies and gentlemen, while we're on that same topic, remember, everybody is somebody. Where at, Steve?
At the all-new Devon Nissan. Yeah, baby, let's go. Off-the-wall invoice sale. You pay what I pay and not a penny more. Plus, you keep all rebates and all incentives. Remember, trade amnesty, credit amnesty. Everybody is somebody at the all-new Devon Nissan. You know me, Billy. Just do the deal.
All right, Steve, so this is one of the walls of all the invoices. We have several of these walls throughout the dealership. This is what it's all about. Am I correct?
This is where every car is going to be posted on the wall. You'll be able to walk up to this invoice. You'll be able to look at your stock number. You'll be able to look at your identification number and match it up. Make sure you match it up right. You don't want to pay more. And I certainly don't want you paying too much less, all right, than what I pay. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't mind you buying over what I pay. I don't want to pay less, no. But make sure the identification's right because, you could pay more for a car that you really shouldn't be paying more for. So we'll match that up for you. But you're going to see on here, they got 2 prices, like I said. The right-hand price, of course, is the MSRP. Left-hand price is what I pay. Now, this particular car, just assuming this car has $5,000 in rebates. This car here, this is a Rogue, $24,000 I pay, minus $5,000 you pay. This car would be $19,000 some odd dollars for a Rogue. So I mean, think about that. Nobody out there has Rogues for 19 and something thousand dollars.
No. So it's as easy as finding the car you want.
Yeah.
Find the invoice that matches up to the car. You pay what Steve pays, and then the rebates and incentives, whatever they are, come off of that number. Steve, with this particular program between now and the close of business Saturday, you really can't go wrong when it comes to buying a brand new Nissan. There is no way that they're not going to get a great deal during this event. No way.
I don't care what your credit is. I don't care if it's great credit. Everybody can take advantage of this sale. I don't care if you're still in school. This is a great way to start off in a new car instead of trying to buy a $12,000, $15,000 used car. You don't know what you're getting. You can start off with a brand new automobile. Hey, listen, I just did a Rogue here for $19,500. I mean, think about that. That's a Rogue. I mean, think about what maybe an Ultima would be, or think about what maybe a Sentra would be. I mean, these cars will be in the teens. This is a one-time sale. It's only going to be as long as the cars last. I've got over 200 cars in stock for this promotion. Get here quick. Don't wait until the end of the month like everybody thinks they're going to get a better deal. It's not going to be a better deal than what I've got going right now. But get here while we still have the selection.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, during this event between now and the close of business Saturday, you pay when it comes to a brand new Nissan. You pay what Steve pays, not a penny more. And then who keeps the rebates and incentives, Steve?
Customer keeps everything, and keep in mind, I don't care what you owe on your trade. I don't care about your credit. Also, even if you don't owe anything on your trade and you can't get the trade value that you want other places, I'm telling you, I'll pay more than anybody for a trade because I've got 2 used car locations that can use that automobile. I don't like buying all my cars at the auction. I want to buy my car from you. I know who you are. I'm able to talk to you about the automobile. I know what I'm walking into. I get to test drive it. I go to an auction. I can't test drive nothing. I just raise my hand and hope when I get it back, it doesn't anything. So you bring your car in. I'm going to pay you more than anybody else. I'm going to give you the best deal that you got going on here. Just come on in. Try me out. I'm telling you, and if you don't get the deal you want, ask for me. I'll be on the showroom floor for the next 30 days. You come in.
Steve, it's the off-the-wall invoice sale. What do you say here at the all-new Devon Nissan?
Just do the deal. Yeah, baby, let's go. Off-the-wall invoice sale. You pay what I pay and not a penny more. Plus, you keep all rebates and all incentives. Remember, trade amnesty, credit amnesty. Everybody is somebody at the all-new Devon Nissan. You know me, Billy. Just do the deal.
A lot of times you'll hear about rebates and incentives, and a lot of times the customers don't get those, but you're giving them back to the customer. So in this case, if there's a rebate for $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000, the customer's getting that, plus they're paying what you pay. It's an amazing program.
Watch, let's just run it down. You pay what I pay. First of all, there's a discount on the car, because the difference between what you pay and what I pay, or what the factory tries to charge, what they call the MSRP, and what I pay, there's a difference. Second of all cash incentives, all rebates go to you, the customer, that comes off the bottom of what I pay, okay? Plus, no matter what you owe on your trade, we pay off your trade, no matter what you owe, okay?
That's big. Trade amnesty.
Also, credit amnesty. No matter how bad the credit is, no matter what you feel or where you've been, don't have to go to the used car dealer. You can come to a new car dealer. You get the new car dealer's rates. You get the new car dealer's financing. You get reestablished with, you know, a Citizens Bank, a Bank of America. You get full financing with all the right banks, Capital One, Santander, all the banks. You're not going with banks that you don't even know where the hell they are. You know, who knows where they might be. You come here, you get legitimate financing. We're not a used car dealer. We're a brand new franchise. You get new car financing with the used car financing. The banks look at it a little differently because of how we work, how we work the whole thing. It's going to help you.
Now, Steve, you mentioned trade amnesty, and this brings up a great point. You mentioned about the fact that the customer keeps the rebates and incentives, correct?
Yes.
With this program. Now, here's what's great. If I come in and I'm way upside down on my trade, okay, and all of a sudden there's a nice rebate attached to that car that you're going to get, that rebate will help get you right side up on that trade. Am I correct?
That's one thing, yeah. Let's just take it like this. Let's say you don't have a trade right at the particular moment, and you only have, say, $500 to $800 down, and you feel you have to go to a used car dealer because he'll take that 70 or 80,000 mile car that's 5, 6, 7 years old, that's probably on its last leg, and you'll pay $15,000, $20,000, or it'll feel like that, and you'll try to trade that car in 2 years, and you'll still owe exactly what you paid for the car, because the heavy interest on the front end does nothing for the first 2 years, as you pay all interest front end loaded. You come here, you get the rebate. Now the bank looks at, okay, let's say one of our cars have a $5,000 rebate. Bank looks at it, you got $5,000 down. Or we can use it, like you said, if you're 5,000 upside down, or you're 8,000 upside down, you take that money, and you become, now we're out of your trade. Now we're talking about just buying the car. You don't have to add all that to the extra financing. Yeah, baby, let's go. Off the wall invoice sale. You pay what I pay and not a penny more. Plus, you keep all rebates and all incentives. Remember, trade amnesty, credit amnesty. Everybody is somebody at the all-new Devon Nissan. You know me, Billy. Just do the deal!
This is such an exciting program that you are about to launch throughout the month of April, through the close of business Saturday, that we not only want to say it in English, but I think we need to also say it in Spanish, because this particular program is worthwhile that everybody in the sound of your voice, whether they speak really good English or prefer to speak a little Spanish, that they know about this program, because this program is absolutely fantastic. Think that sounds like a good idea?
I think it sounds like a great idea, because keep in mind, I have a Spanish parts manager. I have a Spanish counter guy. I have Spanish-speaking technicians. I have Alex, my partner, speaks Spanish fluently, Alex Garcia. We have salespeople that speak Spanish. So why shouldn't we be out there speaking to the Spanish people in the Spanish market? Because 30% of our car sales are in the Latino market because of this. So we're going to introduce
Xavier.
Xavier. I keep wanting to call him Javier. Okay, Xavier.
Come on, Xavier. What does Steve say here, Devon Nissan?
Vamos a hacer el trato.
I think he said.
Just do the deal.
Is that what you said?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Hey, listen, here's the thing, though. I couldn't verify what he said, because it sounded
Alex, is that what he said?
It sounded good. I don't know. Okay, I'm just backing up. Hey, I want to just tell you out there, I hope he said just do the deal. That's all.
Xavier, did you hear what we were talking about, the off-the-wall invoice event, where you pick a car, you pick the invoice, then you pay what Steve pays, not a penny more, plus the rebates and incentives. Did you hear Steve talking about that?
I did.
Tell our friends out there that prefer to speak Spanish about this tremendous program where you pay what Steve pays, not a penny more, plus you keep the rebates and incentives.
Perfect. Para todo mi público en español, quiero decirles que cuando vengan a Devon Nissan pueden escoger cualquier carro que quieran al precio que Steve paga por ellos. No solamente eso, llegan a quedarse con todos los rebates que tienen, o sea que pagan menos que lo que Steve paga. Si tu crédito es malo, por favor no dudes tampoco en darnos un chance primero, porque si vas a otras compañías como dealers pequeños, no te ayudan mucho con el crédito. Nosotros tratamos de hacer negocios con los bancos que te ayudan con el crédito. No queremos que andes en un carro y pagues más de la cuenta por lo que menos vale. Por favor, danos una oportunidad en Devon Nissan. Tenemos un staff que habla español, tenemos gente que se preocupa por ti y por tu familia. Queremos que estés en el carro que necesitas. Y como decía antes, en la pared tenemos los Invoice que cuando vengas acá, elijas un carro, vas a pagar lo mismo que paga el dueño del dealer. Ningún otro dealer en Filadelfia va a hacer eso por ti. Así que como dice mi jefe y uno de mis grandes amigos Steve, vamos a hacer el trato ahora. Vengan a Devon Nissan y por favor, denos una oportunidad.
Steve, I got a question for you. Do you have any idea what he just said?
I hope he said to everybody out there in the Latino market, and I'm going to tell you, here's what I know. Buenos dias, mucho gusto, gracias, mira, medica, and just do the deal.
Do the deal.
Now, Xavier, while we've got you here, we got to ask you a couple of things here.
Of course.
Number one, how do you say that Steve wants to put you on the road to financial freedom?
Well, lo primero es que para que Steve te ponga a ti en Financial Freedom, tienes que darnos una oportunidad, venir a Devon Nissan, porque nosotros te vamos a ayudar no solamente con tu crédito malo, sino también a reconstruir tu crédito. Porque lo que aquí hacemos es, hacemos negocios con los bancos que te ayudan tu crédito. Y las otras personas que no tienen esa oportunidad y que van a tiendas pequeñas donde en realidad lo que hacen es dañar tu crédito más y hundirte en deudas. Steve es la única persona en Filadelfia que está haciendo todos esos negocios por nosotros y es algo que la comunidad hispana tiene que apoyar. No solamente como hispanos, pero también porque Steve es alguien que trata de ayudar a la comunidad con sus precios y no le importa la barrera del lenguaje de ustedes. Contrata gente como yo que habla español para ayudarlos a ustedes a tener el mejor trato de su vida.
Steve, I got to tell you, he's fired up.
I'll tell you what, I'm tired of listening to him. I'm telling you what, that was a mouthful right there. I'm going to tell you something. I've never seen anybody talk so fast in all my life. But I'm sure that when I speak in English, everybody thinks that doesn't understand English that I'm talking fast. But I'll tell you what, I'm amazed. Good Spanish. It sounded good to me. I don't know. You know what I mean?
So the moral of the story is, if you speak Spanish, you prefer to do that, we've got a staff here that can help you. Xavier, thanks a lot.
Hold on, one quick question. Did you tell the Latino market that we also trade amnesty? That we'll pay off their trade no matter what they owe, and credit amnesty. No matter what your credit is, you just come on down. We're going to get you financed no matter what.
Eso es totalmente algo que me repite mi gran amigo Steve, es que nosotros podemos quitarle el carro que tienen ahora mismo de las manos, comprarlo y ponerlo en un carro mejor a cualquier persona, no importa. Tu crédito no te define, es lo que queremos decir. Tu crédito no define la persona que eres. Si quieres venir acá y hacer tratos con nosotros, tu crédito no es un obstáculo para nosotros. Tenemos Credit Amnesty, que podemos ayudar a bastantes personas que tienen crédito debajo de los 500. Y la única cosa que le quiero dejar claro es que denos un chance antes de gastar su dinero en un sitio donde no se preocuparán por ustedes. Nosotros aquí en Devon Family lo trataremos como familia.
Steve, good stuff.
Here's what I got to say to that. Ta-la-la-la-la-bamba, just do the deal.
Xavier, thanks a lot. And you could say, just do the deal on your way out. Go ahead.
Hey, hagamos el trato. Y ahora.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Off the wall invoice sale. You pay what I pay and not a penny more. Plus, you keep all rebates and all incentives. Remember, trade amnesty, credit amnesty. Everybody is somebody at the all-new Devon Nissan. You know me, Philly. Just do the deal. Woo! Yeah, baby, let's go. We got a few minutes left for the show. Let's get a few last words in, and we have to do a little bit of an interview here because Pedro has a story that he just shared with me during our intermission break here when we got over to the wall. I'm going to tell you something. He's got to tell this story because it was fantastic what he encountered, of course, with another customer.
Pedro, I know you always help a lot of folks. Tell us a little about your recent experience.
Absolutely. So I had a customer come in here. Has been back and forth through the ringer. Lives in New Jersey. Came in with a 409 credit score. Him and his wife. They've been through a lot. Came in with his head down. I told him I had to slow him down for a little bit, get him ready, get him prepared. I took him on a few test drives. Had a lot of doubt in his mind, but I was able to clear that out. He ended up walking out in an Infiniti QX60.
Whoa.
Right, yes. He didn't put any money down. No money down. He came out, payments around, 4 to 5, and they ended up happy. They were happy. Him and his wife left the showroom hugging, crying. Everybody was excited. We did our job. We did what we needed to do. And they gave us a great Google review. And from then on, they still contact me, thanking me.
And watch this. Here's what he didn't say. These customers that he's talking about, I just found out from Alex, if you went into their credit and you looked at all the inquiries, watch this. There was 42 inquiries of these people going around to 7 different dealers.
Whoa.
7 different dealers on 42 inquiries that they couldn't get done. We went back to one of the banks that these dealers tried to get this deal financed with, and we got the bank because of the way we did the deal. We got them in the right car at the right amount of money. Because of their time on the job, we were able to get that deal done compared to 2 used car dealers that they went to in Philly.
Wow.
And nobody could do the deal.
Now, you know what's exciting about this deal is, Steve, when they came in here, as Pedro said, their head was down, right? They did not expect to leave here in a car. They came in here thinking there's no way, and there was a lot of ways.
Because of this show, they said they were sitting there at night. The husband had to wake the wife up. This was airing about 2 in the morning, he said. And he said, well, we don't have a car. We got to get a car, honey. The car's all broken down. We got to start getting to work. We can't keep doing this. And he says, hey, listen, I just watched this guy, Steve, and him and this gentleman named Greg were sitting there and hitting the gong and just do the deal. And you know something? When I looked at that, he goes, I just felt that this was going to be the right deal for us. She says, honey, we've been all over the place. We got to stop. We got to do something. She says, let's just take one more shot. And they came down, and it turned to be a good outcome. But he's seen the show. I think it ran back to back in the morning, like 1 o'clock and then 1:30.
Mm-hmm. Now, I got to tell you, Pedro, these kind of deals that you did on this customer, correct, you do these kind of things all the time to help others, don't you?
All the time. All the time. We take our time with every customer that comes into our showroom floor, and we try to, make a vehicle fit their budget. And if we're on the wrong vehicle, we're on the wrong vehicle, but we try our best to make sure that you're not leaving the showroom without a car.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Off the wall invoice sale. You pay what I pay and not a penny more. Plus, you keep all rebates and all incentives. Remember, trade amnesty, credit amnesty. Everybody is somebody at the all-new Devon Nissan. You know me, Philly. Just do the deal.
This event that we're talking about, the off-the-wall invoice event, right now it is every single brand new Nissan that qualifies.
Yep.
Number 2, you're going to find the car that you want, then you're going to find the invoice, and then you are going to pay what Steve pays, not a penny more. And who keeps the rebates and incentives?
You, the consumer, keep all the rebates. And remember, no matter what your credit looks like, you negotiate your best deal. That has nothing to do with us getting it financed for you. Don't feel anything other than negotiate your best deal. You pay what I pay, no matter how bad your credit is. Take the rebates off. The cheaper you pay, the better your payment. Remember that. And we get you out of your trade no matter what you owe.
And Steve, you love to put folks back on the road to financial freedom, and remember that everybody is somebody.
Oh, everybody.
I threw you for a loop.
I went boop. I was skipping my record, all right? But everybody is somebody at the all-new Devon Nissan.
And Steve, how do we like to end this show?
Just do the deal.